everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's wonderful to be live again, to be seen, to see you. Hopefully you will be able to join me either while I'm doing the live session or later on, as it is recorded and it is available online through Facebook, through Professional Yoga's Facebook. My name is Edith from Professional Yoga. I'm providing yoga sessions for your well-being, especially during these difficult times. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's session will be focusing on our hands. It's very important to have good awareness of our hands, especially we are advised not to touch our faces during this pandemic. And I was watching a Zoom session today, seeing a number of people while somebody was talking, and I was astounded how many people were touching their faces, touching their mouths, touching their eyes. So I thought it would be extremely useful to have a session to focus on our hands, our fingers, our wrists, so we have a little bit more awareness of our hands, so we are able to control a little bit more what we are doing with our hands. You may want to sit on a yoga mat. You may do the session today sitting at your desk, at your table. I will try to give you some modifications if you're not sitting on a yoga mat on the ground. I will try to follow my normal routine of any yoga session. So we're going to do a little bit of breathing, calming, centering, and then we're going to do the session focusing on our fingers and hands. And at the end, we're going to do a little bit of meditation and a little bit of relaxation. So let's start by sitting comfortably. Find your own seat, whatever that feels good. Remember, you may want to sit cross-legged. You may want to have your legs in the front. Wherever you are, ensure that you're balanced. So left and right, forwards and backwards. Allowing the spine to rest if you're sitting against a chair or wall, or lengthen the spine. Drop your shoulders down. Hands wherever they fall for you. Knees, thighs in the lap. And close the eyes, or if it's more comfortable for you, lower the gaze. Bring the attention to the breath. Breathe through the nose. In through the nostrils. Out through the nostrils. Observe your breath. Calm the breath. Let the world around you float away. If you remember that your phone is not turned off, you may want to pause, turn your phone off and come back and join us. Deepen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. With the next inhalation, pull the shoulders up towards your ears. And slowly exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Bring the shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, slowly drop the shoulders down. Exhale through the mouth. Once more. Inhale through the nose. Pull the shoulders up. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Exhale, long and slow through the mouth. Close the mouth. Come back to normal breath. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Come back to normal breath. Open the eyes. And bring the palms of the hands together and start rubbing them together. You may want to every now and then close your eyes so you can really focus on what you're doing, what the sensations are. Notice maybe some heat building up in your hands as you're rubbing them together. Keep rubbing. You may want to speed it up a little bit more, or you may want to slow it down a little bit. Keep rubbing, noticing what's happening. Then slow it down and just keep the palms together and notice where the hands, the fingers, the palms touch. Notice the sensations. And open up the palms so the fingers are still touched together. And just notice how the fingers pressing against each other. And then press all the fingers a little bit harder together. Then soften but keep the fingers touching. Couple more times. Push the fingertips together. Then soften, release, keep touching them together. Press the fingertips together, maybe a little bit harder. Then soften, keep the fingers together and touch the palms together. Again, you may want to close your eyes for a breath or two, noticing the effect of the gentle movement, the pressure. This time, keep the palms touching, but release the fingers, open them up, just like a flower. Then slowly bring the fingers back together, touch them together. Let's do this a couple more times. Open up the fingers so the fingertips are not touching, but the base of your wrist is still together. Slowly, notice every little movement. Bring the fingers together, the fingertips together. Let's do this once more. Open the fingers, the palms still together, the wrists are touching. Then bring the fingers back together. Gently bring the hands to heart to prayer. You may want to close the eyes, lower the gaze. Open the eyes. Then open the hands, the fingers, and circle with your wrist. Notice what's going on, where you feel it, how fast you're moving. You may want to speed it up a little bit, but then slow it back down. And change the direction of the rotation. We're going to rotate quite a bit. That loosens it up. Then shake it up. Keep shaking, maybe a bit faster. Then slow it down. Then shake it up and down as well. And notice the different sensations when you do that. Again, you may want to slow it down. Then give yourself a little clap in different ways. And bring the hands together again and notice the sensations. Your eyes closed, open the eyes, and making sure your shoulders relax, the elbows relax, and start circling with the thumbs. Slow, big circles. And change the direction. Observe which way feels easier or harder. Which little muscles you're working. Then relax the thumbs, index fingers, circle with your index fingers. Again, you may choose to close the eyes and focus on what's happening. Then change the direction of the rotation. This is something which is quite fun to do with kids as well. Then relax the index fingers, middle fingers, circle with the middle fingers. If you're working a lot on keyboards, this can be a really good exercise halfway through your day. Change the direction of the rotation. Relax the middle fingers, your ring fingers, circle with your ring fingers. Keep your breath flowing. Slowly in, slowly out. Change the direction of the rotation. Relax the ring fingers, your pinkies, your little fingers. Change the direction. Then shake it all out. Remember up and down as well. Then bring the hands together, relaxing the shoulders. Make sure your fingers and palms touch together. Inhale. As we exhale, press the hands, the palms together. Inhale, soften. Exhale, push the hands, the palms together. Inhale, soften, release. Let's do this once more. Deep inhale. Exhale, press the hands, the palms together. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit harder. And release, relax. Again, you may want to circle those hands. Other direction. And shake it out. Again, don't forget up and down as well. And this time, come up to tabletop. If you are working at a desk, you may put your hands on the desk in front of you. You may want to sit back if tabletop is too much weight on your hands. So you may want to put a little bit extra weight or a little bit less weight on your hands. You will know what feels right and what feels good for one hand, what feels good for the other one. So make sure you control how much weight you put on the left and the right. So for now, just gently move a little bit forwards and backwards, just noticing how much weight feels good on the hands, how far you could move forwards and backwards. And maybe left and right, which hand can handle a little bit more? Then circle. Move slowly. Notice how the body weight is shifting. Again, you may want to close your eyes and really connect with your hands, with your wrist. Then circle the opposite direction. Again, you may want to make those circles a little bit bigger. You may not if it doesn't feel right for your hands. Then come back to the middle, sit back either on your heels and shake your hands out. Remember, halfway through, if it's too much for your hands, you can always rotate, shake it out, loosen it. Whatever feels good, you may want to give a little bit of an extra massage for your wrist if any time it becomes too much. Now we're going to do the same, but on the fingertips. You might find that this is a little bit more difficult for you. So maybe do it a little bit shorter than I do, or have a little bit of a break and loosen. So again, just move the body a bit forwards and backwards. It feels quite different having just the fingertips touching. Moving forwards and backwards to start with. And again, notice which finger presses more into the mat. And then move a bit side to side. Again, notice how the thumbs or the pinkies get a little bit more extra weight. And come back to the middle and circle. Move slowly. This puts quite a bit of pressure onto your hands and wrists. So be aware, if it's not for you, please this one out, or just put a tiny little bit of weight on it. Maybe another circle if it feels okay. And come back to the middle, sit back and shake it out. Again, you may want to massage, gently press the fingers, the wrist, even the lower arms. Send some love to your hands. Again, shake it out. Then place your hands on the mat or on the table in front of you so the fingers are facing each other. Again, notice how much weight feels okay for your wrists, for your hands to handle. And move your body a little bit forwards and backwards. Again, you may want to go a little bit further forward, a little bit further back. Notice how your limit is, where it feels okay or not. Couple more times. Then move a bit side to side. Again, be very careful not to go further than your limit. Observe what's happening, where your hand is lifting, where your hand is pressing more into the mat or onto the desk table in front of you. And come back to the middle and circle. Move slowly. Remember, awareness is what we are working on. And move with your breath. Change direction. Beautiful. Sit back on your heels and shake it out again. Remember, shake it up and down as well. And then circle. Slow it down. Enjoy the movement. Change the direction of the rotation. Beautiful. Before we had the fingers facing each other, this time we're going to have our wrists facing each other. So the fingers point the opposite end of the sides of your mat. Again, please be very, very concerned of how far, how fast you move. So take your time and gently move forwards and backwards. Notice again the pressure. Observe the surface of your mat. You may want to close your eyes and feel the smoothness of little bumps on the yoga mat or on your desk, the table. Now come back to the middle and move a little bit side to side. Again, just be very careful. Notice what feels okay, where your limit is. Just enough that you think, oh yeah, I feel that. And again, one side might go a little bit further to the side than the other. And come back to the center and circle again. Again, take your time. As you're circling, notice your breath. Slow your breath. Observe how long your breath is. Is it a half circle? Is it a full circle? Change the direction. In through the nose, out through the nose. And sit back on your heels and shake it. Remember, shake it up and down as well. And circle the rest. I'm sure some of us feel it now. We really put this much effort, this much awareness, connection with our hands. Change the direction. Again, you may want to gently press, massage your wrist, your hands. So we had our hands, the fingers facing together, the fingers facing sideways. This time, the wrist will face forward and the fingers will be facing your knee. Now be very, very gentle with yourself, especially when you move back. So move forward and move back. Notice at which point your wrist is trying to lift up. You might even lift it up and then think, okay, it's going down slowly. Remember, explore, enjoy. You can come back to the middle and move a little bit side to side. No rush. This is your time. One more. And come back to the middle and again, move around, circle. You might even feel it in your elbows. Don't forget the breath. Then change the direction of the rotation. One more circle. And come back to the middle. Release the hands and shake it, shake it. Up and down as well. Then circle. Again, you may want to close your eyes and really enjoy this gentle movement. Change the direction. Then a little bit of gentle massage. Again, you may want to close the eyes and really be guided by your awareness of where it feels good to have a little bit of an extra pressure on both hands, both wrists. Make sure you love both wrists. Shake it out again a little bit. Now the last strength-based movement, you might want to sit it out if you have any wrist problems or you feel that it's too much for you. We're gonna go into tabletop first. So the fingers face forward, the fingers open wide, and it will be a little bit of a strengthening for your arms as well. Bend the elbows and bring the nose towards the mat. Don't touch the nose to the mat. Then slowly coming up. We'll do this a couple more times. Bend the elbows, keep the elbows parallel with the body. Inhale, coming up. We'll do it once more. We're going to hold it a little bit longer while the elbow is bent. Inhale. As we exhale, bend the elbows. Nose is just above your mat. And with the next inhale, straighten the arms, sitting back and shake it out. Straighten one arm in the front, the palm face the sky. And gently pull the fingers back, just enough that you feel the lower arms stretching, not hurting yourself. In through the nose, out through the nose. And change over. Pull the fingers of the other hand back, again, just enough that you feel a good stretch, a comfortable. Deep breaths. Slow breaths. Then release the hands again. You may want to shake it out a little bit. Up and down as well. Circle a few times. Change the direction. Then place the hands on your thighs. Close the eyes. And notice the sensations. Observe where your hands are touching your thigh. Do your hands feel heavy? Are the hands feeling hot? Are they relaxed? Is there any tension in your lower arms, wrists or hands? Keeping your eyes closed, just turn the palms to the sky so the hands are resting on your thighs with the top of your hands on the thighs, and relax actively your fingers. Is there any change? Be aware of the temperature of your hands, the skin. You might notice the air around the fingers. When you're ready, open your eyes. These last two awareness exercises, so having the hands on the thighs facing down and having the hands on your legs with the palms facing up, can be a really good ways for you to increase the awareness of where your hands are and the sensations in your fingers, to reduce the potential for you to touch your face, touch your eyes, touch your nose or mouth during these times. So hopefully this was useful for you. So before I say goodbye, I'd like to do just a little bit of a relaxation. So you may want to sit in a different comfortable position. If you have a cushion, sit on a cushion. You may want to lie down. You may want to have the legs up the wall to increase the relaxation for your body. But wherever you are, make sure you're centered. So if you're sitting, make sure you're sitting in the middle. If you're lying down, move the body so the body weight is in the middle. Remember, the head needs to be in the middle as well. Our head is quite heavy, so make sure the head is sitting right on the top of the spinal column. Check that your jaws are relaxed. Then close the eyes. Lower the gaze if that feels more comfortable. Bring the awareness to the breath. Calm the breath. Calm the body. Calm the mind. As you breathe, let go of any expectations. Focusing on the breath. No need to control the breath. Simply follow in through the nose, out through the nose. Scan the body from the top of the head to the toes. Notice any space with tension, any built-up stress. Without any judgment, use your breath to let the tension, to let it evaporate, to let the stress release. Let the worries float away. In through the nose, out through the nose. Your whole body is relaxed. Bring the awareness back to the body. Start to notice the noises around us. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe gentle movement of the ankles, of the wrist. And if you're lying down, slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated pose. If you can, keep your eyes closed for a little bit longer. Keeping that peaceful, calm feeling inside. Inhale deeply. Exhale long. Come back to normal breath. And place one hand on your chest and place the other hand on the top of it. Notice the touch on your chest. Notice the pressure of the hands. Observe your breath. Now change over, whichever hand was on the top now will be touching the chest. Again, notice the pressure of the hands on the top of each other. Notice the warmth of your hand on your chest. You may notice your chest slightly lifting as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart to prayer. You may want to bow your head slightly. Sing a quiet thank you to yourself, to put this time aside, to relax, to practice a little bit of yoga, to have a little bit more awareness of your hands. And allow the light into the eyes, open the eyes. I thank you very much for practicing with me today, raising your awareness where your hands touch each other, the strength of your hands, the flexibility of your wrist. I hope you're going to join me soon again. I wish you all the very best. Stay safe. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Namaste.